Hello, YouTube pipe community. Scott, the Night Train Piper here for you, and I'm doing a review of Exhausted Rooster. This is a Cornell and Deal blend, and I've actually seen a lot of people review this before. Resisted picking it up for a long time, but I saw it in a brick and mortar, and I just had to pick it up. I paid, let's see, how much was this? $16.80 for this. A little more than you'd buy for online. I think you'd pay a lot less than that. But if you include shipping, maybe about the same. So I like to support the brick and mortars. There's a local one that's close to me. So let me just read the description first. Tasty flake of Virginia, dark fired burley, and a dash of Perique. Blended especially for the Chicago pipe show years. Chicagoland pipe show years. All right, let me open it up and take a whiff. Okay, so I get fruits. So it said Burley, Virginia, and Perique. I'm getting the sort of like the fruity smell, but also, you know, it's funny. I smell alcohol this time. I don't always smell the alcohols when they top them with alcohol. But I do this time. What kind of alcohol is this? That I don't know. I'm not good enough to tell that, but you can kind of tell because it's got a little bit of a slight astringent smell to it going on, and it mixes with the fruit, and so it's sort of a fruity alcohol, almost like a warped wine cooler of some sort, because it's got the sweetness. It's got the fruitiness, and but then it's got this sort of musty earthiness going on too. So yeah, kind of a twisted wine cooler. Exhausted Rooster. I do like the tin art on this thing. It's kind of cute. All right, so this is a flake tobacco, and there's a couple different ways that I like to use flake tobaccos. One is just to fold it and stuff it in, the folded stuff method. And then there's another method of doing this where you fold it and then twist it a little bit, and that helps break it up a little, but you're still basically looking at a folded flake, and then you stuff it. And the only difference is that I think twisting it allows a little more air circulation, but could be wrong about that. So I've got my pipe stuffed. What I did this time is another method. I absolutely rubbed this out. So see how that goes. So I'd like to get the charring light with a match, tamper it down a little bit. Ooh, smells like a grass fire a little bit. And then I switch to my my lighter. It's just kind of my routine at this point. So I don't know if it makes a difference in flavor or what, but it's my routine, my ritual. All right. So I'm getting Virginia notes. Right off the bat. A little bit of hay. However, it's not the traditional sort of super grassy sort of note. It's very light. It's hard to light. So I'm also getting a bit of sourness, like a burley type of flavor. And I lost my coal again. You know, it's like a campfire burning a pipe. And there's times where you just start it in one match and sit back and enjoy. And there's other times where you're constantly fiddling with it. So, yeah, Virginia's. I think this said it had Perique in it. Yep. I can definitely taste the burleys. I would say there's slightly more burley in here. It's sort of coming out as a little bit of a nutty flavor. So, yeah, a little fruity, well, grassy, really, not fruity tasting. But the smell and the tin sure was fruity. Virginia and Burley. So let's see how this does on the retrohale. Oops. I can't retrohale today. I'm drinking hot cocoa today. Things got a little bit cooler yesterday and the day before, and I actually had a wool shirt out here and long pants. My shed is kind of outside, definitely not air conditioned. It's slightly warmer today. So, yeah, I'm not getting a hint of Perique. I'm just getting the Virginias, and it's very laid back, Virginia, but it's mostly burley here. I'm not really getting the alcohol flavoring, whatever type of alcohol it is. It's really hard to tell room note with this, but I mean, if I were to give it a description, I'd say it's, again, kind of a burley-ish room note. It just has that yeah, that has that almost cigarette-y type of smell, which I actually really like it with Haunted Bookshop, which Haunted Bookshop has a similar just ingredients as this. Much different taste though, but it is Virginia, Burley, and Perique also. However, with Haunted Bookshop, it's a lot more smooth, I'd say. And I mean, this isn't bad, but in Haunted Bookshop, you definitely taste the Perique. And I think that's what really makes it pop a little better than this. I'm on a Haunted Bookshop. I've got cravings for it because I ran out. I should be getting more tomorrow. But that's actually why I picked this up. I'd run out of Haunted Bookshop. And I saw the ingredients list and I thought, oh, maybe this will be a little like Haunted Bookshop. I'll pick it up. No, this is its own thing. It's much more Virginia-y than Haunted Bookshop. And with the with the Burleys, it's not as tasty. So here's Haunted Bookshop, a Burley and Virginia blend with just a touch of Perique. And then on this one, it says, a tasty flake of Virginia, dark Fired Burley, and a dash of Perique. So yeah, I think this has a lot less Perique in it than Haunted Bookshop. And I think there's more Virginias too, so the Burleys aren't quite as pronounced. Just a different, different proportions. And then the alcohol topping might be having an effect, some subtle effect, if so, because I'm not, like I said, not getting any kind of aromatic feel. All right, I am going to go ahead and smoke this down a little bit and come back and give some of my final thoughts on it. Alrighty, well, I'm back. A couple of things to mention here. I'm about a little more than halfway done with this bowl. The Nick hit started to get to me. It wasn't really present at first, and this is how Nick hits tend to be. As I smoked it down, about the midway point, I started to feel a little nauseated. Just not bad. It's not terrible. I don't have to take a break, but it's there. It's definitely. So I'd put the Nick hit higher on this, and the flavor stayed pretty consistent. Virginias were kind of there. I could tell there was sort of a musty grassiness going on. And the dark Fired Burley, I realized that when I compared it to Haunted Bookshop, that I think Haunted Bookshop has a different type of Burley. So that also contributes to the difference in this. This is dark Fired Burley, which is sort of like, I don't know, Latakia light. It's a smokiness like Latakia, but it's not nearly as strong. So that's why the Burley tastes a little different. Yeah, I never got the alcohol really. Just in the tin note. Now it has a kind of interesting room note. It is mildly sweet in the room note. So it kind of settled in, and the room note was better after I smoked it down a little bit. I'm not sure I'd call it a crowd pleaser though. It's still kind of very tobacco-y. So I think the alcohol they put on here was pretty low amounts, and it probably just enhanced it a little bit, maybe in their minds. I don't know what difference it makes for me. It's smoky. I did get kind of the beginning of tongue bite when I smoked this a little faster, so you gotta kind of watch your cadence with this. All right, well, that's it for Exhausted Rooster. I think it's a decent Burley, dark Fired Burley forward blend with a bit of Virginia. The Perique, I got a little bit on one of the retro hills. I got a little bit of very mild spice, but who knows if it was really the Perique or not. To me, the Perique might as well be non-existent. I didn't get it. So, all right, well, I hope you all have a pleasant week and pleasant tomorrow, and happy smokes. I'll talk to you all later.